Welcome to another episode of my podcast. Today is a special day because I'm going to talk to one of the special band and friends from Singapore. I have Joe and Olga from RockWeller. Hi, Joe. Hi, Olga.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing, brother?
I'm good. I'm good. Belated happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you. Thank you.
And happy Mother's Day, Olga.
Thank you.
That's right. Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And happy Father's Day for all the fathers that made Mother's Day possible.
Yes.
Those bastards, yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
Fathers just must be included. You cannot just don't include fathers.
Yeah, our day will come next month, right? Normally it's in June.
Yeah. What should we do for Father's Day, Channa?
I don't know. Let's just smoke.
Cover somewhere, hide.
How do you guys,
Okay.
with the COVID and the circuit breaker, how do you guys coping? What's the status in Singapore?
I think the status-wise, in general public, from what I know a couple of days ago, I haven't been keeping up the numbers, but general public is pretty low. Unfortunately, the foreign workers who are helping build Singapore, those numbers are really high at the moment. So they're trying to put more effort to try to keep them safe and give them some treatment if necessary, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, but everyone's at home. We're all getting a bit of cabin fever now. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like me, I can't stay home, right? So I just actually went out for a while. I just had a walk because I cannot take it.
you and your Starbucks.
Yeah, I just at least you're seeing some places are getting open, so it's a good sign. It's a good sign.
How are the things in the Philippines?
Philippines, I think there's about 10,000 cases now, and I think they call it lockdown, so they might reopen probably end of this month or probably in a week or two second time. So hopefully waiting for that, but I think we will still stuck at home for work because they wouldn't open the offices for some time.
Yeah.
I really want to talk about the video that you guys put out today for Mother's Day. It's really heartfelt because it's a world class video, because I think I mean very few bands does that to like your friends and your fans, and you included my wife on that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
With your kid.
How did you like how the idea came to do that?
To be honest, we every song that we release, we try to do some sort of a promotional campaign for it. But with this lockdown in Singapore, we couldn't do what we wanted to do, which is a full music video again, right? What we believe as RockWeller is that our main thing is to produce two things: three things: music, live performances, and music videos. I think that's something important for us. So because of the situation, we wanted to give something back to our friends and our fans, just like you also. And the best way we thought, Mother's Day would be great, right? Because no one can say no.
No, at first we were sitting on the balcony, like usual smoking. And then we go like, what do we release now? So now we released the I Believe music video. What is next? Just a single is a little bit like, it's good, but
we take care of our children, right? Our children's our music, so
you want something visual to accompany the music. So the first thing I thought to put lyrics, like lyric video, so that people know what I'm actually singing. But then, what if we put just few mothers, like, for example, I'm not coming home, and then one mother will pop here, the second mother will pop there. So I was thinking maybe 10, 15 mothers for the whole video, it's going to be fine.
Right.
And then the next thing I know, it's 60. And then the next thing I know, because we started like 3 days, 3 days ago only, right?
This project started 4 days ago, which is about the maybe 4th or 5th of May, right? And then
wait, today is 10 already.
Yeah, about 4 days ago, right? So
yeah.
And we were hoping to get at least 10 10 mothers, right? But China, we got over 110. I won't say the actual number because we want to play a contest with it, right? But 110 and more.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very crazy because I didn't expect people to actually allow us to use their mother's pictures, you know.
Yeah.
Because if somebody asked me, hey,
And wives, and wives.
and wives, yeah. If somebody asked me like, can you send me your mom's picture? I'll be like, for what? I don't know. Are you going to misuse it? Are you going to do what? I don't know the song. Has a lot of vulgarities, you know? I'll be like, what?
Oh yeah, I had to reassure 2 or 3 people there was no F words inside the song.
And then,
But I think an important thing about this little project that we just did, right, is that the stories that came out from these photos alone, oh my God, you know, it's just heartbreaking. Some of them are so touching. Some of them are so proud to show off their wives and their mothers, alive or dead. You know, so the thing is, we try to honor our friends for all the good that they've done for us also. So the only way we can do now is this video.
Yeah,
I watched it like,
there were some really good photos. There was this one photo with a big Jack Daniel bottle with the right.
that's our friend Ryan.
Ryan,
And
yeah.
the thing is, he's old. Ryan is the guy who helped us to film the, I believe, music video on the yacht.
Right.
And then he's bald, like all 4 years, 5 years we know him, he's always bald.
Yeah.
And now we can see him with the Jack Daniels bottle and he has hair. And now I find out from his mom that his hair was curly hair. And I'd be like, what? You know, it's just so weird. You find out about people so much. It's amazing.
Yes, it's really nice to see like Mikey with his mom, right? The picture with Mikey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great video. I also checked out the I Believe video, and I've been singing that for some time. You know, I've been humming that for some time, and it's very crazy, huh? The way you recorded it on the yacht. It's
Yeah.
it's like you might drop the camera in the sea, right?
Yeah, I was like,
That's another story, okay.
that's like, okay, it's like, I was, so the bow of the yacht is so small, right? I mean, we are not like super rich. We're not even a little bit rich. We're just like basic rich, you know? And the to put the drum set, to put like 6 people in there and try to balance at the same time, sing something or play something. And I'd be like, that camera, right? It's a new phone. But I'm like, guys, if you fall off the yacht, I'm fine. You at least can survive, all right? You can swim, you know? But if the phone fall down, then
Our footage is all gone.
and we don't have like another good phone to record any of that. And like Joe is filming the individual shot for Henry, right? Like on drums, he's filming. And I'd be like standing there shaking like crazy because please don't drop, please don't drop. So ridiculous, you know.
So some history back history to this I Believe video. We started out thinking, okay, it should be something to do with going out there, something inspiring. So we found a place in Singapore that had a lighthouse, and it was beautiful, you know. But they wanted to charge us about $1,500 for 3 hours.
Wow.
And seriously, we don't have any record label behind us, nothing. So then one thing led to another, just like every other project that we do, and suddenly it escalates so quickly. And then within 2 days, we had rented a yacht for a very good price. The ladies inside the video too. And yeah, so that's how we ended up on the yacht.
And it was the last day, so we were supposed to wait. We filmed on Monday. That was
the day before the lockdown.
Yeah. So basically, Wednesday nothing works anymore. Wednesday is like, we're supposed to like film on Saturday, right? But we cannot film on Saturday because on Wednesday everything closing down. So we have to like call everybody, hey, dude, are you available on Monday? It's the last day that we can do everything, you know. And lucky the yacht is available, people are available, you know. It was nerve-wracking.
And another trivia is that Mama wasn't meant to be released today. Mama, we're talking about I Believe. My mind is all over the place, actually.
Yeah, we're talking about actually.
Okay, I'll say that one.
Yeah.
I'll get my beer.
Yeah, I might as well start drinking.
Well, so I noticed the I believe video kind of tells the story how you guys started. Or is that the case of the video that you're trying to say? How
Yep.
you guys met and how the
Yep.
band started? Would you guys?
Yep.
I know probably you told me when you were here last time, but can you tell me how you guys actually met and then how the idea for RockWeller came up?
Well, it's going to, what time is it now? Maybe until tomorrow we can tell you.
You go.
Okay, long story short.
You go, I go get a beer. I'll be back.
My goodness. Like he said, I wish all the bars open again because then maybe I start to drink less. He's been drinking like everyday beer, you know. But anyway, so yeah, I believe music video is pretty much what actually happened. But of course, it's not the whole. Like the whole thing is not the truth because the members, you know, right? When we went to Philippines, we had Joel on guitar, Joel Lim on guitar, and Derek on the drums, and now we have Joel Gunn on guitar and Henry on drums. So 2 members change, but of course we don't want to go through like the long road, how the members go outside of the band and come back. You know, nobody wants to watch it, so we just cut short. It was the truth that me and Joe met in the rock bar. It was in Thailand, in Phuket. But the scenes that we filmed, it was actually in Orchard Towers in Club Eureka. It was also on the last day.
Oh yeah, before the first lockdown.
Before the band cannot play live anymore. So we needed that live band. So we quickly, like within half a day, guys, give up all your plans. We have to make this footage today, otherwise we cannot make it anymore. So we go there and we try to picture how me and Joe met. It was pretty much the same. I was sitting in the Rock City and some dude is sitting over there, and I'd be like, why he's staring at me, you know? And he like, oh, this chick likes rock music, and I'll be like drunk, and he's also drunk. Then we both get drunk. And
she said, get me a drink. I'm like, okay. So ended up, it was like 5 a.m. in the morning. That bar plays till 7 o'clock in the morning, right, every day. Right. So we ended up hanging out for another 2 hours until I gave her breakfast.
Yeah, we had breakfast at Burger King. But whatever.
This is my breakfast, by the way.
Yeah. And like since meeting the guys, of course it was not like that because that was
the song was not long enough.
Joe had the band and I'd be like, I cannot sing, and then he had the lead singer back then, like 5 years ago, who was
he had some throat infection and he couldn't sing. He had to stop for a while.
And another singer was from Philippines. He had to go back to Philippines because his work, something went wrong with work, so he couldn't sing anymore. And I'd be like, let me try. And then I started
singing. This girl, you know Olga, right? Her personality. She says, if I'm going to sing, I'm going to fucking sing, all right? And I'm going to make sure that I control the band and I want to lead this band. So that's what she said about 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, so that's what she's doing. I was like, good, all right, good.
Yeah, and
are we talking too much?
Was the band already RockWeller, or it was different name back then?
No, I had my old band. It was called let's call it PS, right? And then because that band is still using that name, so I will not say it. Right. And but you know, we had some good times there. And then we had to reform the band. Let's put it this way. And when we first started out RockWeller, the band was actually called Rock City after the bar that we met in Phuket, right? Fucking awesome bar. You know, they've been playing for 10 years, 15 years, and we wish they were still there. I promise Carl will try to go back as soon as possible.
Yeah, we should.
Right,
yeah.
But they're playing in a different bar now called Hippie Bar. So anybody in Thailand, Phuket, those musicians are fucking awesome. You should go there.
Yeah. They're really, really good.
Wait, am I allowed to say bad words?
Yeah, no? It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, and after that, RockWeller name came out because we was thinking how to name it in a more like original, unique way. And then we were sitting with our first lineup, and there was a jewelry store.
Right.
It's
And that's where Jewel, and then we thought, okay, what Rock City, Jewel, okay, Rock, well, oh, okay. But none of the people think about this way, because what they think is rock well, as in rock well, very good, you know. No, not really.
a bit of an Easter egg, right? So that music video for I Believe, you know that scene that we're sitting down there looking at the map. Of course, we were not actually doing that back then, but the thing is, that's an exact spot that we sat down where we came up with the name RockWeller. So we decided let's shoot it on that same bench opposite the jewelry store. So, you know, something for us.
Right.
Everything is like mystery. You must put a mystery somewhere.
As you know, a lot of our songs, we don't bullshit. Everything that's good that you hear in the song is good. Anything that you hear bad in the song is also bad. It actually happened. But you know what? With good things and bad things and tragedy and beautiful stuff comes hopefully good music. I hope so.
Yeah. So you, one thing with the guys like in this region, even for me, like in Sri Lanka, we tend to listen to everything because we don't really have a choice, right? We tend to, when we go back to our influences, we listen to rap, we listen to rock, heavy metal, everything, because we consume whatever it comes to us. Is that the case with you guys? What were your like favorite bands back then? What music did you listen to? I'm also curious what Olga, what was the case in Ukraine?
In Ukraine, honestly, it's nothing similar to Asia, let's put this way, because we don't have live music at all. We have concerts like once in the blue moon, some Red Hot Chili Peppers will come, but we have deep house music. We have very nice restaurants like the one that we go and smoke shisha with you in Philippines. Then we just sit there in the couch and then we just relax for hours. You know, we just have a coffee, and it's deep house music. It's house music, and I really, really love house music. So I wouldn't say my influences have anything similar to rock music, but I did have parents who had one Golden Rock Hits Ballads CD, and that was like Guns N' Roses there, Scorpions, like Rainbow. So I like that one. And then when I was a teenager, I wanted to learn English, and because I don't like to study, I chose the easier way to learn songs, lyrics of the songs, and understand, translate them, and then hopefully I will learn English like that. So that actually worked very good for me because I know like a lot of lyrics, you know. I loved Linkin Park. Linkin Park is like my teenage years. Everything is Linkin Park, you know. Papa Roach, Avril Lavigne. I like her until some point of time, until my friend in school was looking exactly like that Avril Lavigne, and she was a
don't say it.
Yeah. So because she looks like Avril Lavigne, I was like immediately stopped liking
What's her
Avril
friend's
Lavigne.
name? I love Avril Lavigne. She's hot. She's cute.
Is she also a vampire?
Yeah.
Because I think Avril Lavigne is a vampire, right?
She's a vampire?
Yeah, because she looks the same, right, over the years.
Oh. Yeah.
I love dead chicks. I'm just kidding. No, I love petite women. You know, pixie face, white skin. Sorry, but it's true.
But really, she doesn't age, man. She's like crazy.
She aged a little bit, but I think she had 2-3 years of very bad health and some mental disorder. So she recently released a video and a not so good song, but it's not so good compared to her first few, right? But
It's
she still looks
like
good, and you know, I hope she comes back again because I saw her in concert. She rocks.
Yeah.
Well, wait, hang on. Her music rocks. Her stage performance needs help. I have to be honest.
So how about Joe? What was your earliest memories of what bands did you listen to when you were like, you know, earlier?
Oh man, how much time do you have? Okay, I grew up in a a household that has vinyls and record players. And my father used to listen to Johnny Mathis. He used to listen to Neil Diamond. And further on, I kind of got into Elvis, and I really realized that was really cool. He's still one of my favorites, by the way. And then at 16 years old, I actually met a girl in church, right? I kind of liked her, but she was into Iron Maiden. I'm like, wow, who's Iron Maiden, right? So she gave me a tape. I'm like, I don't understand what he's saying. They're too fast, you know? So Iron Maiden led on to Def Leppard. Def Leppard led on to Soundgarden. Soundgarden led on to Guns N' Roses. And when I first heard Guns N' Roses, I'm like, why are there 4 singers in this band? I don't understand this. You know, it took me about a month. Then I got Guns N' Roses, and then I really fell in love with it. And it's been basically Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, and Skid Row.
And then you realize that Guns N' Roses actually have one singer that can pull off 4 voices.
Fucking name. Axl Rose, Circular, 1986 to about 1992. Awesome. You know, now.
Yeah, it's right.
But a shout out, my hero is still Duff McKagan, okay?
Yeah, like
60 years old, and he looks fucking awesome. I'll fuck him.
Joe, did you started as a bassist, or did you try out other stuff before you became a bassist?
Wait, okay. Guess who he wanted to be first?
Who do I want to be?
Who?
Oh yeah.
You told me once.
I actually wanted to be a lead singer.
Right.
Back when my voice didn't crack. So then in Polytechnic, we're about 19 years old. I actually went to perform twice, 2 years in a row. And our band, I was a rhythm guitar and lead singer for that band. We sang Guns N' Roses, of course. Oh my God, I remember the day. So all the lecturers were sitting in front of our fucking concert, right? And they were going, we'll play You're Crazy by Guns N' Roses.
Right.
You know that song? You're fucking crazy. All right, so, and they were like this.
Oh no.
They couldn't take it. Yeah. So I wanted to be a lead singer, but my cousins and I, the 3 of us, we had a band with no singer. And I was a bassist from day one, actually, honestly. Yeah.
Right. So is Duff a big influence to you?
Fuck yes. I have 3 Duff McKagan basses.
We have
showcase time. You.
We have 4 basses on the wall hanging right now, and 1 more over there packed.
Classic. Appetite for Destruction, Sweet Charlotte. No, not Sweet Charlotte, but the Ritz tour. Yes, thank you.
Wait, which one is the one I give you for Christmas?
Yeah. And this one Olga bought for me just this December. This is the deluxe version. Really nice.
Sexy.
I love sexy things.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like how it sounds. Actually, my favorite instrument is bass.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So
I think we're talking too much. Let's talk about you.
It's okay. I was telling my friends, because if you're talking about music, you can talk for hours, right? you will.
Yeah.
Which songs did you write? Like, what was your first songs did you write? And I have a question for Olga also. Do you write in Ukraine first, and then you try to translate it to English? Because I hear some songs that you're singing in Ukraine, right?
Actually, one of the things that I don't like, and I'm sorry Russian community, but I don't like Russian language. That is the reason why I always wanted to go to English speaking country,
Right.
And I wanted to find some person like Joe who can speak English and I can understand him, because I don't understand a lot of accents, so I just need basic kind of accent, all right? But I don't write music. I don't write lyrics in Ukrainian or in Russian. It just comes in English because it's much easier, and it's easier for the ear to hear the songs in English. you know, Russian is very rough, you know.
However,
If I start speaking Russian, always people think I'm cursing them or something like that.
no, it's not that bad.
Yeah, like
However,
English is very melodic. But the first song that we wrote was I Believe.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
With Benjamin.
It was one of whatever lineups that we had, and at that point of time we had this drummer from
Disaster.
Denise.
Denise.
She played with us for like
Half a year, yeah.
Yeah, until she didn't show up for the jam. But anyways, I had to say it, man. Well,
yeah, Denise is a very good drummer.
She's
really
fantastic.
awesome.
Yeah. She knows how to do all this.
She's got the swing.
Yeah. But that was like one of the first versions that I believe sounded as a band. It started in our living room where we just got together, and Benjamin was like, hey guys, I have this cool tune, you know, and then he like plays C, G, D. And we'd be like, oh, cool dude, cool, very nice.
B minor from the start.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know the chords.
Yeah. Then I remember telling you, hey, what about talk about your life, these places I've been, all the countries you've traveled. So we came up with a very quick melody for that first verse. And that song has been growing and been stuck in our band repertoire for almost 5 years, you know. So we're very happy this year that after 2019 when we released Graceland, we decided no, we will keep pushing for originals. This is where we want to be known as. I know we're still having trouble being a big band, but RockWeller wants to be known as the premier rock motherfuckers around.
Yeah, I was surprised that you wrote I Believe first and it didn't make into Graceland.
It's like Don't Cry, right? So Don't Cry is one of the first songs that Guns N' Roses wrote, but they never released it until this like fucking third album. You know, so.
It's such a great song. So we actually met because, you know, you guys came here, but it's another story that when you guys launching the, you know, Graceland, the poster that you guys posted on Facebook was very, you know, I don't know, when I saw that, oh, this looks like a very good rock band, so I was interested. So, and then my friends posted that, right? Man, he posted that. So I asked him if he can get me a CD of this band because it looks very, very cool. So he got me your Graceland CD. That's how I actually got, you know, RockWeller. And then the first song was really good. When I heard the first song, oh, this is a really, really good band.
That was Bigger, Faster, Louder, right?
Yeah. How did you, let's talk about touring. So you guys played a lot in Singapore, regular shows. And then what about, what was your first gig outside of the country?
Jeez.
As a band, I think it was Qatar, right? Because me and Joe, we are like a free bird, right? We go to Thailand, we will find a place where to play. Go to Malaysia, we go and gig there. We go to Ukraine, we go just take guitar and play there. My grandmother's house, also considered a gig, you know? But like as a band, to fly somewhere, I think it was Qatar, and it was a big one because we were shocked, you know. Everything was paid, you know. When the hell did it happen?
No, we're really lucky, and we would like to shout out to this good friend, just like you, trusted us so well. He actually flew down to Singapore just to check us out, just to be sure, right? But you know, we became good friends after that. He's so generous. His name is AJ from the motorcycle club called Black Eagles. So he lives in Qatar, and those guys are really awesome, really awesome. And he has crazy friends there too.
I saw
it sounds good, right?
I saw your video, Qatar. You was like staying in a big resort and like, you know, it's a huge place, right?
So Joe was in communication with AJ, and I'm like, okay, Joe, come on, get this gig for us, right? Let's go. So everything is fine, and Joe is asking basically for like normal rooms so that we can sleep, maybe like maybe 3-star hotel or something, maybe 4-star.
Same thing I told you, Channa.
Yeah.
Right? I said, as long as there's an aircon, a toilet, and a bed, I don't mind really.
Yeah. So, and we were like, it's just for 2 days. We fly there, we stay there 1 day, then we come back. So we didn't expect much, and it's like first trip for us. And then he picked us up on a huge truck in the airport, and he'd be like, "Don't worry, guys, everything well taken care of." And then we're going to the hotel. I'm thinking that it's going to be 1 room per person, and he said, "Guys, it's your lucky day. You're going to stay in a villa." And I'd be like, "Excuse me, stay where? It's your lucky day." Oh my God.
Very generous, very generous.
That was crazy. I did not see that coming at all. It was three floors. Every room will have a bathtub. And I'd be like, I want to swim in the bathtub, but there's also a like pool nearby and everything, and the sea is nearby. It was just a great experience. Only one mistake we did is that we were drinking too much. I cannot remember half of the things because we were drunk all the time.
So let's not name names, right? But the thing is, as soon as we hit the villa, within half an hour, I think there were 4 bottles of Jack Daniels that came out. And basically everyone got so fucking wasted. You know?
I think it was one of the worst gigs we ever done, actually, because
nobody slept that night until I think about 7 a.m. And then we all went for breakfast at lunch at 11. And then it was setup time, and then we had a rehearsal, and then basically we played drunk. So when we went to the Philippines, just to let you know, we told ourselves never ever again we will do that.
Yeah.
We will be professional as hell.
That's why
Sorry, AJ, but
the sound was much better in Philippines, I tell you. It was like 300,000% better because we were like roughly. Can you imagine, you are hangover already and you just slept 2 hours, then you have to drink more just to stay alive, all right? That's how it works. And now you have to go on stage and perform 3 sets.
3 hours, okay? 3 hours we played.
Like literally by the last night that we are there, nobody wanted to come to our villa anymore. Because if anybody comes to the villa, that means everybody's drinking, you know? So we're like, "Hey dude, where are you? Are you coming? Hey dude, I'm so tired, I cannot make it." That was hilarious, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh.
How did How did you guys felt when I contacted you guys to come to the Philippines? Did you guys thought it a joke?
Seriously. No, man. We were talking about the Philippines for the longest time, all right? Because there's a place that a lot of our friends who are musicians are all Filipinos.
Right.
And then I told them, if one day we can, we will go down to the Philippines. And about a year later, you contacted us. I'm like, "Hey, fuck, babe, there's this guy, Channa, he's contacting us about Philippines. Let's go, you know?
Let's go.
Channa, we'll play anywhere, man. You have a toilet for us, we'll play there too."
Yeah, because once I got the idea, it took me some time to have to convince Joey, let's do this. I need your help on the media, you know, the radio. So that was around same time I started also guesting on the show, doing the guest hosting.
Right. Yes.
And then it took some time for Joey to, you know, agree. Then I said, okay, I'll contact the band and let's do it. So what was your when you guys landed in the Philippines, what was your first thoughts about Philippines?
Why cannot smoke?
Oh yeah.
Why cannot smoke? I want to smoke. I just had a 5-hour flight. Let me smoke. And the same way, live in Philippines. Like you have to sit there and smoke all the cigarettes first because you know once you are in, you cannot smoke anymore. You know.
Yeah, we heard all these like rock and roll stories about Philippines and this Makati. This place is so happening. Everything there was all rock and roll. We went there. You can't smoke. You can't do this. You can't do that. I'm like, fuck, man. You know, but I have to say, Philippines is a lot of firsts for us also, right? It's the first time we actually went overseas to play 2-3 gigs, right? First time we were actually on a radio station playing live. Fuck, never done that before. Nervous as hell. You know?
Yeah.
I remember walking 2 kilometers to the smoking area from Adults Only Radio, just because I was so scared somebody is going to catch me and put me in prison or jail, something like that, you know. But yeah, Philippines, you know, we just watched the old documentary videos, like behind the scenes videos. I tell you, like last year, I thought maybe we should do it, maybe we shouldn't do it, because like who cares, you know? But then I care, and lucky that we did it, because every time I watch, I cry like a baby, you know.
She's very emotional.
It's so amazing, because you know, you go somewhere, you do what you like, you connect with people, you talk about music, you have nice food, nice drinks, you know. Everybody's rocking, everybody's having good time, and it's just so amazing that you are actually able to do it, you know. You watch all these videos, you be like, wow, thank you, you know, thank you very much for this opportunity.
And Channa, you introduced us a lot of good people there, you know. Not in the business wise, but you know, but not only in the business wise, that's what I meant, but people which I really identify with, like Paul from Monkey No Hero, Dianca.
Oh yeah.
Joey, Benny, Fred, Inns, you know, all these guys. Oh man, I wish I could see you guys.
It's just amazing guy.
Yeah, he sends me this picture of his mom, right? And oh no, his wife. I'm like, dude, are you sure? Then he's like, this girl has been in the water and everything. I'm like, oh, this is my dream wife.
Yeah, oh, the bands, yeah, Monkey No Hero, Mad Love Misery. I think Mad Love Misery actually released a new single. They
yes,
I
saw.
Yes, yeah, they're releasing.
So did Monkey No Hero too.
Yeah, and Monkey No Hero, the music video.
Yeah.
So
I need to talk to Paul also. And
yes,
then,
you do.
Yeah, Joey, Benny, Edsel, yeah. You know, they're actually doing a lot of things for the industry, right? Because they help a lot of bands, local bands also. That's the show that people want to go in when even the bands who comes from like Australia, they want to go in adults only radio. They don't want to go on the other shows because they know that's the show people listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Are they still doing those shows from home, or are they actually going to the are they still running the thing on Saturdays? I know they're posting some stuff.
Yes, it's the show is still going on. It's not. I think it's not live. He pre-recorded on the day before. I think Joey, because of the lockdown. But Joey is actually doing another new podcast called Behind the Song, which is which he does different artists about different songs. He does another podcast, and then he does another podcast about horror movies as well with another friend. So there's a lot of stuff he's working on.
I seen Joey actually do a lot of collaboration musically too, at least lately. So
yeah, actually this lockdown, it seems to be this lockdown in a positive way. It's actually getting like all friends together, then they don't have anything to do, so they started jamming together. So it's a nice thing to see these things coming out.
Yeah.
True.
That's very true.
Hey, I want to ask you a question, Channa.
Yes.
What's your plans for metal royalties? Are we still going to do the August thing?
He's going to cut it out of the recording.
Yeah, actually, the last show that I went to Singapore was it's for your show with Love Bites and Voodoo Vegas, right? So in January.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and then it looks very good. At that time, we had so many shows here. Iron Maiden, Slipknot, and all these shows supposed to happen, but everything just went into flames. All the concert plans, like everything, just evaporated. So there's nothing there anymore. But I want to ask you about playing with Love Bites and hanging out with them. How are they like? That was like my first time watching a Japanese metal band actually. And it's all female metal artists, right?
Yeah, so CSM Productions, they decided to bring Love Bites to Singapore because Love Bites were playing in Grasspop 2019. So we went there, and Steven Story went there, and he saw Love Bites, and he'd be like, wow, this is great. First thing first, they are girls, and they are really good at music. Like what they do, how they look, it comes just like a great package. So he's like, you know what, I'm going to do this show. And we'd be like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I want to do this. I'm 50 years old this year, so I want to do myself a happy birthday type of thing. And we'll go like, okay. So of course, that's like production. You know, it seems everything so easy. You would know what I'm talking about. It seems so easy to pull off the show, but actually, all the marketing, everything, like logistics, everything you must do and do until like you cannot sleep anymore. You know, you sleep twice. 2 hours a day, and you'll be like, because of course you're spending money for the production and everything, and the band wants to get paid. So, and then he invited us, and we'd be like, of course we want to play. What are you talking about? Don't even ask, right?
Like I said, the toilet will play. So.
Yeah. So, and he invited also the band Voodoo Vegas from UK. And so we opened for them. They opened for Love Bites. One night before the show, we actually went for the dinner.
That's right. And 2 bands. Yeah.
With 2 bands, and you will never believe how Love Bites look. So I mean, they just, you know, when you watch the music videos and you're like, yeah, then you go and eat pizza with them, and they'd be like, hey. They're so shy.
They're Japanese, right? They're so like, polite all the time.
Yeah, and the girly girl, they all like wearing the dress, you know, with the flowers and stuff like that. It's not like a black and white type of thing. No, just like girly girl type of thing. They are on a break. They are not performing, you know. And of course, like language barrier, because the singer could speak.
She could speak English. The bassist could speak English also.
Yeah. But Miyako, which is, all guys will know who I'm talking about. Miyako, Channa, you know, right?
Yeah.
Miyako. Miyako, I was like trying to communicate with her, and then I asked her to record video for my guitarist. Then she's like, "Hi, Joel," and Joel has immediate heart attack, you know. That was funny. And the next day, of course, we do the sound check and prepare merchandise and everything. Scary, because it's always scary.
I think that was our first really big stage. I mean, we had big stage before, but this one was like specifically for you to go and play, you know. Philippines was like a different thing. It's a very homey atmosphere. This one, it's basically, how do I win this crowd, this person, that guy in the crowd? How do I connect with him? How do I, you know, as a band, this is what we're always thinking of. How do I speak to you even though you're 4 meters away, 10 meters away? You know, that's a tough part, right? I think for most bands, I don't know whether to think about this, but for me, that's my number one thing in my head. How do I try to connect with you and you and you and you out there?
Yeah.
You know? So that was a big learning experience for us.
Yeah, and not only that, the band, the lineup was very fresh, because last time we had different guitarists and different drummer. But of course, because of commitment issues and some whatever issues, nonsense, you know, we had to replace them, and it happened like literally 2 months before the gig. And this is a very important gig, all right? You cannot just fuck it up. All right, it's your original music. You cannot just play it wrongly or something.
Yeah, so I think we should shout out to our band members who are not on this call. Those 2 guys, Joel Gunn and Henry, man, they had to learn so much. Not even like the Rockfest set. Rockfest set was like 6 songs, 5 songs, right? This one, clean, within 2 months, they had to learn all 10 songs. So it was pretty tough for them, you know?
Yep. Very, very tough, but it's so cool, and that was a very good experience.
Yeah, it didn't show that when I was there, right? So it didn't show that those guys were new members, because it felt good chemistry. Actually, the performance was very good.
That's because we drink a lot together, you know.
Yeah. So
they're very nice guys. They're very hardworking guys. And they're doing their job more often than not.
Yeah. Immediately after the show, I actually became fans of Love Bites, so I got most of their albums. And then
Wow.
I want to talk about this band, because Voodoo Vegas is, for me, it's something like I'm watching like Led Zeppelin. I felt like that's Robert Plant in front of me because he has that sort of, vibe, right?
Yep.
Lawrence
So I
was so
think,
crazy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Lawrence influenced by Aerosmith,
Mm.
what he told me.
Right.
Yeah, Aerosmith, he likes
We had a barbecue dinner
Metallica.
after the show. I think the show was on a Friday, right?
I think so,
And
yeah.
then on Sunday, Stephen actually organized a barbecue for for Voodoo Vegas and RockWeller to go down. So we went down there. We got to know the band, and they're really, really fucking awesome people too. Me and the bassist, oh man, we're just like brothers from another mother.
Yeah.
I hope he still remembers me though. Ash, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool guy.
Yeah.
The band is really tight, and I mean, like, they touring a lot, and they now doing a lot of like online podcasts. They're doing some gaming stuff also, but I don't know about
Lawrence
gaming.
is the gamer.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about gaming, but they do like live music just yesterday. So yesterday they
I've
played.
been busy. I haven't caught up until today.
Yeah.
So this
So
performance,
Lawrence and
yeah, and then this Love Bites, and then you guys got the biggest, I think that's biggest performance with opening for Whitesnake and Scorpions. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go because of the COVID thing. So how was that
Yeah.
experience, opening for Whitesnake, Scorpions?
the honest truth, it was a lot of work for us, even though it's only 5 songs.
Right.
We reviewed, every time we do a gig, any gig, right, we always record it, right? So we reviewed our, he's wearing a RockWeller t-shirt, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, this one is Steve.
Yeah, so we review every performance, even if it's a bar gig or whether it's an acoustic gig or a big gig. And we realized something was missing in Love Bites. We didn't have that full-on motherfucking rock and roll energy, right? So what we did is we went back to the studios. We re-looked at everything from the outfits to the way we perform, how we walk on stage, what we're supposed to do. And I wouldn't say we rehearsed it, but we kind of said, okay, this is what we need to do to project this energy out. So we had a help from our good friend Martin, right? He's a performance coach, and he's been supporting us since 2 years ago, I think, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Martin helped us and said, as a third eye for the band, and like, okay, guys, this one you're boring. This part you must do something here. I'm like, okay. So that's why Rockfest. I think it was actually very, very tough for us, even though 5 songs. It's half the set that we normally do. But the performance is like 4 times more energetic.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, because
we had a major fight too.
That's been
He
amazing.
didn't want to wear red. I insisted on red. I'm like, come on, you have to have the black. You cannot wear the black clothes if your background is black. Nobody ever going to see you. If any musicians performing live watching this, don't wear black on a black background.
Yeah. So I'm big, so I had to wear black. So after Love Bites, there's a certain person who came down to see us play on Love Bites. He said, I'm sorry, Joe, I kind of missed your set, but I'll give you a call soon. I'm like, okay. I won't say the guy's name, right? Because he likes to keep private. Right. So maybe you know him already. So the thing is, like about 4 days later, I was like, hey, dude, I wouldn't say his name, but how do you like the show? Blah, blah. He said, okay, yeah, it's all right. But again, I'm sorry I didn't see your show. 1 day later, he called me back or he messaged me and said, I have an idea. I'm like, what is it? Do you want to open up for Rockfest with Whitesnake and Scorpions? I'm like, yeah, sure. What the fuck? Why not?
He calls me and I'm like doing some video.
I'm at work, okay, by the way. So
he's in the office and I'm like sitting here and then Joe is like, are you free now? I go like, okay, let me go on the balcony, then I smoke. He's like, are you sitting? I'm like, no, I'm standing. Okay, sit down. He's like, we're opening for Whitesnake and Scorpions. what? What? My windows are open. I'll be like, RockWeller, open for Whitesnake and Scorpions. You know, my old neighbors immediately know because I'm just like shouting because it's like crazy. Those are our heroes. Those are people that I learn English on their songs, all right? How do you take this one Ukrainian girl, put her like from Ukraine to Singapore, and then suddenly she's opening for Whitesnake? It's like, you know, mind blown.
I mean, it's no disrespect to people who we work with, but you know, this is one of those things that bands always look out for and hope to open for a big band like this. Love Bites is up and coming. They're really big, but damn, Whitesnake and Scorpion, fuck, you know?
Wow. Yeah. It's like literally, you know, you cannot even. I never imagined this thing to happen because it's like impossible. You have to have a record label. You have to have a lot of money, a super huge following. You have to have like a lot of 1,000 different things, and then maybe they will consider you. And this one, we actually funny joke, right? Joe asked me never upload this one, but I want to bitch since we are here. We had people telling us a lot of different naughty stuff, like you guys paid for it, and I'd be like,
no way, we got paid for it, by the way. So
it's okay. If I wanted to pay to open for Whitesnake and Scorpions, I honestly would. But the thing is, I don't have money, so there is no way I can do it. You know,
Channa, you know, I'm a part-time businessman, right? And this sort of thing, right? For all bands, I think is the minimum that if you go into a gig, it has to be break even for both the organizer as well as the band, right? That's why I told you last time, if we're going to do something again together, let's try to at least break even. Let's try to do something that gets higher and higher so that we know both of us earn, we get a good reputation. This is something that most bands, they just jump on that thing. So when I told the guy, I'm like, okay, whatever you're going to pay me is fine, but we need to get paid. That's it. Right? Whether it's $1 or is it X number of dollars, I don't care. We got to get paid. In principle, it's business. Right? Musically, yes. Right? You know?
Yeah. Absolutely amazing experience. Of course, people, our friends, they all supported us.
Oh, fuck.
Andre was crazy. I
you
say
know Andre,
rock,
right?
You say Weller, rock, Weller. Oh, the guy is insane, all right? So we had some other friends, like our musician friends, they support us and they of course congratulate us. But we did have some very naughty private comments, you know? And that's the first time when I felt like, oh, we actually gained few followers, but we also gained few haters. It also comes together. But okay lah, you know, if they want to do something, they want to say something bad, okay, maybe they feel good after that. I don't know. Maybe it works for some people.
But if you're getting new haters, that means you're doing something right?
That's the logic. I think so. Yeah. Some actually person said that more bands deserve it more. Like there are better bands and stuff like that.
This is true.
The thing is, we don't disagree with that. It's true. There are a lot of bands that do that musically better than us, or you know, they look better, or they're younger, or something that we cannot compete with. All right, but like, why are you saying this thing? Then just go and work on your stuff, and then make yourself very consistent, and then make sure that people can see that you are not stopping. Because most bands, like, not most bands, but some of the bands, they do something for 1 week and then they stop. And then any organizer be like, hello, do I rely on you or I don't rely on you, you know? Yeah. It's very tricky. So you have to be consistent. People have to trust that if you buy tickets to Philippines for them, they are actually going to come.
And come sober to play, right? So it's very important.
Yeah. So after opening for Scorpions and Whitesnake, so what's next for RockWeller? What you guys want to do next? And what's coming up?
Hopefully we can go out from the house.
Oh yes.
Yeah. That was the last. Yeah, that was the last big concert in Asia, by the way.
Yeah.
Right? So we're very proud that our friend, the organizer, or not friend now, but he became a friend after that. Our organizer, you know, he was very happy that nobody said no. Whitesnake and Scorpions announced on that same day that they had to cancel Japan, they had to cancel every other Asian gig. Singapore was the last show that they were ever going to do for this period of time. So we were lucky. But what's next? So we decided, you know, RockWeller, we don't sit down and do nothing, right? As you can see, even as a lockdown, we go and find 100 over moms and we just make them happy, right? So we are aiming for a full album. We are releasing three more singles, maybe three more singles, and then that will complete the album. And then we're gonna see how we're gonna remix this. And then you want to tell me about the others market sector?
No.
Okay.
That is a
so
secret.
That's a secret, right?
But what we can say is going to be 3 singles, and then there's going to be most probably an album.
Yeah. And more music videos. Oh man, I want to do this next one.
Yeah. The Cure?
Yeah, The Cure.
The Cure.
We got big plans for that one, but I don't know how to execute it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Cure is like one of my favorite songs now. But not released yet lah.
Right. So when you guys, we were talking about this, doing this video chat. So we said, I was asking you guys, asking Joe about the albums that Joe likes, you know, favorite albums. I have few of them here. I will show you and we can quickly talk about them, talk about some of these albums.
Right, cool. I think you got everything right in the catalog.
I think I have, but I couldn't find all of them. So this is the first one, Get a Grip.
Oh yeah.
Aerosmith.
Very good.
Yeah.
I love Aerosmith.
Wow, this is a great album, right? Remember the MTV videos of this album?
Exactly. I think a lot of good songs came out from this album. Pump was really good too, right? Pump had the energy, but this song had a commercial value to it, you know? This album had a commercial value to it.
Yeah, with the videos was with Alicia with Silverstone, and then the Liv Tyler, right? With the 3 songs.
Never mind Alicia Silverstone, man. Liv Tyler, yes! I used to jerk off to her, by the way.
Well, I hope she will take it as a compliment.
I jerk off to you too.
Okay. This is a great album. This is actually also, I think, probably my favorite Aerosmith album also.
I think so too, yeah.
It's a great. And then I have also this one, Skid Row.
Oh, that's my jam, man. That's my jam. Wait, the 18 and Life is on this album also? No.
This is Monkey Business.
Oh, yeah.
Quicksand Jesus.
Kangaroo Lady.
Yeah.
Wasted
A
Time.
lot of good ones here.
I love
Wasted Time is this one also?
Is it all? I love that song, man. Seriously, one of. We went to. Have you gone to the Sebastian Bach concert? Was it last year or before last year?
Yeah, no, it was 2017, I think, right? 2017. I wasn't able. I got the ticket, but I wasn't able to go because I went to many concerts that year. So my wife said I cannot go to that one. So
that was so. What was the song where he scolded the tech guy? You know.
I Remember You.
I Remember You, right? Oh my God, that was like pathetic because. He has this the guitarist, right? And he's supposed to change the guitar for I Remember You for acoustic guitar, right? It ended up being not tuned.
Yeah, it's out of tune. It wasn't plugged in properly. Nothing came out from acoustic guitar. Lucky the lead guitarist, who was also the rhythm guitarist, had his electric guitar slung on his back, right? So he says, I fucking can't play this shit. He pulled up his electric guitar and he played the song after the first intro like this. And Sebastian Bach goes up on stage. He looks at the fucking stagehand on the side of the stage like, what the fuck is going on, right? He calls him out on stage while the song's going on, okay? He says like this. And then the stagehand's like, doesn't know what to do. He takes the guitar, he kicks it down on the stage. Sebastian Bach, you are my fucking hero too, okay?
Yeah. And then this one, Joe.
Oh.
Okay, give me 5 minutes. I'll be back.
Wait, where is the?
Yeah, it's on the right side.
I mean,
Oh, here.
it's even hard to choose what songs, right? Because it's all great songs of this album, right?
And this one.
Yeah. That's the other cover, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, wait. And this one.
Yeah, also that one. By the way,
Wait.
I have a
How
question.
many we have?
I have a question.
Sorry, what?
I have a
Yes.
question. Out of the Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, which one do you like, 1 or 2?
You already asked that question to your friend that day.
Wait, let me check what songs on the album. Actually, I suck at this, alright? I don't understand, I don't remember the album name. Like, only few I remember, like Back in Black by AC/DC, hard not to remember. But sometimes I forget what songs I included.
Okay. I'll go.
Yeah, that's your thing.
Okay, so I used to like Illusions 2 better first because I think maybe it was influenced by the public also. All right, so let me shout out what I really like from Illusions 2. Okay, of course, the very first single they released from there was the Terminator song. God, now I got a fucking brain block. You Could Be Mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. And then it was Civil War, goddamn good song. Then it was Yesterday's, goddamn good song. Get in the Ring, oh, goddamn good song also. And then they had Estranged, I think, in second one, also fucking good song.
Oh.
But honestly, if I listen back to Illusions 1, I think Illusions 1 had more of the Guns N' Roses, Welcome to the Jungle sort of Appetite for Destruction sort of feel to it. Right. So my personal favorite actually would be both.
Wow, such a long conversation.
Yeah. But Double Talking Jive is good.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to know. Right Next Door to Hell. Oh my God, nobody plays that song, man. It's fucking good.
Yeah.
Hey, Channa, why don't we give you any of our...
And what's yours?
I think I like Use Your Illusion 1 because I like November Rain.
All right.
Because that's like one of the like early videos that I saw from Guns N' Roses back home, so it's stuck with me.
That's right.
You guys talk about Linkin Park a lot because Linkin Park is actually for me also. What happens with Linkin Park is I was kind of drifted away from metal and rock for some time, and then in 2000 when Linkin Park came in with their hybrid theory, I think that really got me back into listening to like rock. Unfortunately, I couldn't find the Hybrid Story CD because I don't know where I put it. But I also want to show this one. This was their last one, which is not really rock. To 2017, One More Light. They had a song called Heavy. This is the last one Chester recorded one before he passed away. So just want to shout out to Chester Bennington because I got this, even though this is more pop rock, like a pop record, but I got it still because I felt bad when he passed away. And I regret.
Channa, is there one CD or one concert you don't go to or don't buy?
And then lastly, let's.
I don't know how your wife loves you so much.
I think this is a great album. What's your favorite songs of this album?
What's your favorite song?
I like on this album, I think, damn it, it's either Graceland or Stay Away or Heartbreaker or Bigger, Faster, Louder or The Killing Fields. What? Either one of those. I think Graceland for me. Graceland. I like Graceland.
Yeah, I like Killing Fields. I was listening to Killing Fields also earlier when I was working. Also Heartbreaker because of the music video. That music video was superb.
Oh no, you know what? I just found out that our superstar Nicola, the hot girl from the Philippines, from the
Czechoslovakia.
Yeah, she's lesbian.
I think she's bisexual.
I'm not so sure, but I think a lot of people will be disappointed.
But I saw her partner. I think
She's nice.
yeah, they look good together. You know, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Our friend from Indonesia, Matt, was also asking about who is Heartbreaker. Then I sent him the link. I'm like, I hope she will not scold me for sending the link to him.
She's a tattoo artist, by the way.
Right.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah, maybe.
But then we had like a beauty contest, and I was invited as a beauty judge.
Right.
And she was the judge, and I was the judge, and I'm sitting next to her, and I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so hot! She's so hot!"
And after the day, I told like, "Hey babe, do you think we can get her for Heartbreaker?" She says, "Yeah, I think so."
Oh yeah.
It's a good try.
Then I messaged her, "Do you want to be in the music video?" She's like, "Okay, I'll try to find time." Yeah, so cool. And the Eric, the guy in glasses, right? It was actually his colleague from work.
Right. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to show you this one.
Yes, this is his newest one, right?
Yeah, this is really good.
Slower.
I've been listening to this a lot. Duff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also have his guitar pick, right?
No, it was Steven's story.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have.
I don't have Duff McKagan's pick because I had never met Duff McKagan.
Yeah.
You know, so I would love to.
Yeah. Yeah, this has actually been very good talk today to talk to you guys after some time. You know, anybody you want to shout out to?
Subscribe to RockWeller. And we just released a new song that's called Mama. It's on Spotify, on YouTube, on iTunes. Please listen to it and let us know if you like it.
I'd like to shout out to actually quite a few people. I think our bandmates, they have been working really hard. We are sometimes very hard to work with because we demand for a lot of results very quickly. And as good as possible that any independent band can do. I also like to shout out to the people who are our support crew and help us out. Support crew, man. Actually, it's your friends, right? People who have helped organize gigs, just like you, Steven Story, LAMC, and the bars and stuff that we've been playing for the last 5 years. It's not easy to trust a band to actually not get drunk and fuck it up on stage, but somehow we always do it, I hope.
We always fuck it up on stage.
Yeah, we always fuck it up on stage, right? And then I just want to thank everyone who has been helping us with all our music videos and our projects and everything, you know. I don't have enough money for everybody, but I have enough love. So if you guys need something from us and we can help you out with, we will definitely try. Okay.
Yeah. So Joe, Olga, thank you for joining this call with very short notice. I really appreciate your joining, and then I hope to see you guys here again, maybe in the Philippines, and I can go there in Singapore. Maybe you can bring me to that Orchard Club bar when I go there sometime.
Oh yeah.
We will bring you, and it's safe that we bring you. Let's just put it there. Thank you, Channa.
Yes,
right?
Thank you.
And happy Mother's Day to your wife.
Yeah. Just want to ask, Olga, are you going to sing, I believe, a little bit before we end the video?
A little. I don't know if I'm going to embarrass myself. I have slept 2 hours today, man. But okay, let's try. If we can do this, why not?
RockWeller.
Oh, last night we went live. Oh my god, it's so amazing because you don't really have to. You're supposed to prepare. You're supposed to prepare for it, but if you didn't, okay, it's all for fun, right? Anyways, so I believe. Woohoo! These places that I've been, the faces that I've seen, still wondering why I could be so cool. Don't you remember what was here? Everything seems so unclear. I'll take a step into the unknown. I believe, I will find a way. A million dreams unfold, just sail away.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Olga.
Love you, Channa.
Thank you, Channa.
Keep safe, okay?
Okay, bro.
See you soon, man.
Thank you for doing this.